Thankfully, it'll be more in
Or iTunes.
Okay,
Actually,
fine.
I listen to 99.9 KEZ on
Wow.
You don't need any more info than that.
Or iHeartRadio. That's your free app, iHeartRadio.
It's my favorite.
And you can get KEZ on there.
Yes.
Rick, you escaped clear danger in that ad.
You know, the cool thing about iHeartRadio is it works in other countries, whereas if, say, people did like Pandora doesn't work in other countries, a lot of other countries.
Well, we are
but
all over the
iHeart
world.
does.
So next
Can
time,
you imagine that? You can take me with you to Italy.
Like when I was in Cancun, iHeartRadio worked.
Oh, that's right. You told me about that.
Yeah.
I remember you told me you were listening. Yeah.
Is it going to use up my data if I'm on iHeartRadio in some other
No,
place?
because you're connected to Wi-Fi in most of the hotels.
Okay.
It's free.
All right.
You think I haven't thought this out, the frugal
Well, that's
girl
per
on
asking
the
you. I
couch
knew you
here?
would know.
If there's anybody on this curvy couch who's never gone over her data at $10 per gig,
That's me.
Is that all? Just 10? Pay more than that.
Well, I've never
Verizon.
gone over, so
well,
I
we
don't
go
know.
over all the time. All right, this is Dateline Wyandotte, Michigan.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, Wyandotte's.
I have heard of it.
Yeah, I have.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
WJBK.
It's not an attack.
WJBK TV, which is one of our sister stations owned and operated by Fox. That's where Dina Centofanti is. They did this story. They reported a young teenage girl using the website called fakeababy.com.
What?
Fakeababy.com pretended for months to be pregnant. She used abdomen extenders and ultrasound photos of triplets. She received gifts, had a baby shower, joined expectant mother groups, and scared her 16-year-old boyfriend to get a job to feed the babies.
Oh my God.
All right, so think this through. What's the outcome of this after about 10 months?
Good choice
where's
of
the
words.
baby?
No baby. So they discovered that it was all a hoax. And
You know,
Why would
we
she
wouldn't have been
wanna do
having
that?
parties
The police
at my age.
the police department said no one's complaining, so they're not doing anything about it.
Well, what's she going to do with like 8,000 Pampers?
Have you ever heard of eBay?
Oh, she sold it all?
No, I don't know.
and how about the
Let's just say what he would do.
and how about the poor
karma right there.
16-year-old father who had to go out and get a job?
He didn't want to do that.
Slinging half.
What a concept.
All right.
Triplets.
Talk to you later, Beth. Coming up at 7 o'clock. Fox 10 News 7 Arizona Morning rolls on.
You're watching Fox 10 AZAN with Ron Hu, Rick D'Amico, Andrea Robinson, Celeste Rodriguez, and Corey McCloskey in HD.
Well, 5 years after Border Patrol agent Brian Terry was gunned down at the border, the trial begins for the two men.
And played safe. And when he got a difficult issue like subsidies for
The one closer to shore clearly having a much greater impact on our weather right now, but look at how that northeast wind is being carried in.
It is, and it'll continue to be balmy, breezy, and wet along the seaboard there. We're going to talk more about that. Of course, we want to take a look at the video from yesterday's storms in the southwest.
Absolutely. We're starting in Maricopa, Arizona. This is just south of Phoenix. Look at this time lapse. Woo! This is incredible. You can see the motion of this storm. Look at how we even have, you can see kind of the rotation going on in it. So you still have some of that mesocyclone spin going on. Not only that, you can see that we have the downpours as well. These mountains completely obscured there in the background. Love this time lapse. It gives you a really clear perspective of just how intense the monsoon is currently. Okay, now let's go to South Mountain Park. This is in Phoenix. You can see in the distance, look at that, Bonnie. Look at those rain shafts.
Yeah, multiple rain shafts across the sky. And unlike the first time lapse we saw, you can actually see some peaks of sun in the distance for this one. Incredible pictures coming to us from Phoenix.
Yep, and we have some flash flooding video, unfortunately, also to show you. This is from Salome, Arizona. Look at this.
Yeah,
First of all, this truck, why it is driving through the road right here is
not advisable, absolutely. You don't know how deep the water is, and even a truck certainly could lose traction in fast-moving water like this. And parts of 95, the highway there, shut down. No wonder when you see all this, well, there's a car going through. You can see how dangerous that is. I mean, this guy's lucky he got through, but not advisable.
Moving water like that, it can pick up and carry your car so easily. This is something we never, ever recommend. We understand that if you think that you're in an SUV or a Jeep in this circumstance, that you think, hey, I'm all right, I can make it through. But it's just simply not the case, and it doesn't take much to pick up and carry your entire vehicle downstream, and then there's not much you can do. Take a look at this radar recap.
Well, you can see some of the
Others are still on the loose. Back in 2010, the suspects were part of a rip-off crew who set out to rob marijuana smugglers in the desert. Agent Terry was killed during a shootout with the gunman. 2 weapons found at the scene were part of Fast and Furious, an operation where ATF agents let criminals buy guns in an effort to track them. But the agency lost track of up to 2,000 weapons, including the 2 found near Terry's body.
It just feels tropical in the desert Southwest, if you can believe it or not. Look at this. The temperature, 74 degrees in Phoenix right now. The dew point, 67 degrees. But I want you to look at Atlanta, Georgia, which is notoriously with higher humidity, higher dew points. They have a temperature of 68 degrees, a dew point of 64 there. I mean, anytime you get close to 70 degrees with a dew point, it feels tropical. That is for sure. Look at this. All of that tropical moisture left over from what was Tropical Depression 16E moved into the desert Southwest. The air is heavy with that moisture. You can feel it. It's weather you can wear. If you live in Phoenix, if you live in Tucson, even Yuma, Palm Springs, even LA, hey, tweet at me. I want to know how you're feeling about this very warm, moist air. But I got to tell you what, you go over to Jacksonville and a 73-degree dew point is quite a bit more humid. That's because we have a lot of rain and unsettled weather as well on the East Coast. Let's talk about that with Bonnie.
Absolutely, Kate. And as we go to a live look in Atlanta, we can go right outside. Getting up close, unfortunately, temperatures will climb into the 70s today, which seems cool, but as Kate mentioned, it's muggy out there with plenty of rain. Look.
But it got worse and worse as the minutes rolled on. A few parts of the valley did get some rain. Let's go out to the Superstition Freeway right around